It is I, Geekdomo, mightiest domo in all of the land of Geek lore, and Beatles! Beatles, I hate the Beatles! This isn't working. Run! Oh, come on! This was not in my contract! Coming up today on Geekdomo, we check out Cube World! Hello and welcome to Geekdomo. Today we're going to check out Cube World. It's a voxel-based exploration RPG game, sort of in the vein of Minecraft as far as the way it looks, but it goes into much more detail as far as playability, more a little bit like Legend of Zelda meets World of Warcraft. What you're seeing in the background right now is the character generation, and there's a bunch of different races that you can play: orcs, undead, humans, elves, all that kind of stuff. You can fiddle with some of the main characteristics of them, how their hair kind of looks, and a little bit about their face. But remember, this is sort of a little bit like Minecraft, except you don't have just a plain square block for a face. There's a lot more detail involved. So why voxels? Voxels basically are an alternative to the normal vertices, which if you have a cube in a world, the vertices are pretty obvious because there's one on each corner and there's a certain distance apart and blah blah blah, and then you can put a texture on the surface of each one of those planes. Voxels allow the computer to just render a particular block with a set color scheme on it. Now, while that is great because it means that the computer only has to worry about a single cube, if the game is really detailed, the voxels have to be quite small. And if you get really small voxels, that means it's a lot more work for the computer to generate that versus vertices and textures. The end result here is that they have pared this game down to such a small amount of horsepower required that it only needs Windows XP Service Pack 2, a Core 2 Duo, NVIDIA GeForce 7800, 2 gig of RAM, and an internet connection. That's it. Really simple game as far as requirements go. Now, what are some of the features? A randomly generated world, meaning that the world never ends. It goes completely forever and ever in any different direction that you want to run in, because it's completely procedurally generated, meaning that it's created on the fly. There's going to be dungeons. You'll have different skills like climbing and diving and hang gliding and sailing and all that kind of stuff. You'll be able to play different classes like warriors, rangers, mages, you know, that kind of simple RPG kind of fare. There'll be a skill tree, a little bit like World of Warcraft. You'll be able to do different things if you extend out your skills. It's action-based combat. When you saw in the beginning of my video here, you saw me with my lizard man fighting off some of the really tough beetles. They have added in active dodging and manual aiming, believe it or not. So as simple as this game appears on the surface, it actually has a lot more detail once you get into it. There'll be combos and that sort of thing. You'll be able to have pets, and you'll be able to tame some and ride some. You'll be able to have mounts and things like that. And there's going to be different types of boss encounters. And finally, you can have item crafting and customization. So you pick up a sword, and you say, you know what, this sword would look really cool if it had spikes all over it, and you can take that sword and put it through the mill and put little spikes on it and that kind of thing. Finally, there's a multiplayer portion. You can play on private servers, or you can run the server directly from your own computer and play on a LAN party with all of your friends. Currently, right now, it only has 2 to 4 player cooperative mode. Alright, so that's a little bit of an overview of Cube World. I hope you dig it. Check it out. It's right now on sale. I believe you can buy it for $15. It's currently in alpha, so there's a lot of work that still needs to be done, but if you want to jump in early, you might want to do that. Remember, when Minecraft first came out, it was free, and then if you were one of the early people that played it, you got to play it for free forever. They gave you a full copy eventually. Alright, that's it for today, everybody. Thanks a lot for watching Geekdomo, and until next time, I will see you!